creeping at the mall in my wrinkle-free suit. Everybody's together, come on. Polyester. Polyester. Good. Thank you. And if you liked it, instead of clapping your hands, one way to show appreciation would be go like this. Can I hear that? Good. By the way, if you liked any of this stuff, you come to see me. I just came down on my bike from Connecticut for a minute, and you can check me out at mixersean.com. But right now, I'm going to do one more song. Just a couple more minutes. This song is for sometime, the global warming and climate change that's going on, the climate emergency we're in. Well, I don't try to get too freaked out because it's bad. We got to deal with it, but it is what it is. So call it Frigio, because it's cold like that. It goes like this. I can feel those cool waves, remind me. Cold up on Mississippi, also known as Minnesota, on the edge of the Arctic Circle, planetary shift in this time of great floods. Oh yeah, the water is rising, and the sky is falling, raining, snowing, blowing down everything under the great earth ocean gravity, and so few trees to slow the rising waves. Frigid wave action fed by the hole in the ozone. By air-conditioned mind punching rocket power holes through the atmosphere, really believing they can live in outer space without the earth, or whatever science fiction you dream about. You hear what I'm saying? Dig what I mean. Polar caps, north and south, begin to melt, break up, and move. Oh yeah, the water is rising. But did you know that frigid air mass is high in the atmosphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, the Van Allen belts, you understand, frozen since the last ice age, have already been unleashed upon us. So you better get a grip, when you're in the atmosphere, because Frigio is a current wave and we have nothing to fear, dig. So wig or wig not, just in case you all forgot about poverty in the Arctic Circle, because it's cold like that.
All right, let's give Mixer Sean a big hand. Like he said, if you enjoyed his music, he'll be roaming around. Feel free to talk to him and buy some CDs from him. And he may be on again later on in the day. This afternoon, we got to see how long he's going to stick around. Right now, we're going to turn it over to Cliff Mathias, one of the organizers here. And he's going to talk a little bit about the Red Rum cycle ride that came from the city, I believe. But all of our powwow dancers, please get ready. We're going to be starting that segment right after this. So all of our powwow dancers or anybody who wants to dance, please get ready. We're going to be starting very shortly. So now I'm going to bring Cliff up to the mic here. Let's give him a big hand. He's one of the head organizers here. We founded this festival 5 years ago, and he does a lot of hard work setting this all up, getting it all together. And he wanted to say a few words about Red Rum, one of the other sponsors of this event. So let's give Cliff Mathias a big hand.
So I have something to say. I'm getting a video of everything here. I'm getting a video. I'm something to say. I'm getting a video of everything here and put them on YouTube. I'm getting a video. Yeah, I'm getting a video of everything here. The Randall, I'm putting it all on YouTube.
Okay, but you can't be doing
Go sit down, okay, baby?
I'd rather you
Go sit
didn't
down.
put mine on YouTube.
Well,
All right, how's everyone doing today?
I'm fine.
Oh man, thank you so much for coming. My name is Cliff Matthias. Like 5 years ago, I had this idea of doing this event here, and I contacted Kevin and Roberto Barrero and all these different organizations to come together and do our own. Being that the city wouldn't acknowledge Indigenous Peoples Day, I just said, hey, let's come here and pray and dance and celebrate and have our own celebration. And so we're 5 years in, and thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm thankful to all the sponsors. But you know, the first phone call that I made outside of New York was to my Auntie Pua. And I had been on Mauna Kea, and I said, Auntie, I want to do this event. What do you think? And she was like, Cliff, I will be there. And so, a year after that, we went up to Standing Rock and we're with LaDonna there. And so it's just amazing how it all sort of comes together. My two aunties here, who are so important and vital parts of Red Rum. They are the mothers of our club. You know, although we're a motorcycle club of men and we have our Red Spirit Sisters, the women's club, but as a motorcycle club of men, we cannot journey and cannot navigate this planet without the guidance of our feminine, our sisters, our mothers, our grandmothers, to keep us in line and give us that balance. So as men, we look to our true leadership for us. And it's the mothers of our club of Auntie Pua and LaDonna. So I'm going to pass the microphone over to Auntie Pua and LaDonna so they can say a few words. I'm going to ask all the Red Rum guys also come in, and all the other clubs that have come, all our brothers and everyone who is on the ride, the Unknowns and the Fort Apache and all the other riders who came. Would you all come in? Would all the Red Rum riders come in and everyone come on into the arena? And I'm going to pass the microphone over to Auntie Pua and LaDonna.
Aloha mai kako. Aloha everyone. It's so great to be here 5 years later. So I'm only speaking before LaDonna, which I would never do, but just because I'm continuing from what Cliff said, in that he actually found us on the Mauna years ago. He came to Hawaii to do a story for a magazine and or newspaper, and found me sign waving for my mountain. So if you aren't following Mauna Kea, and how many of you have been on the Mauna in this last 90-some days? Yes, you're here. Yeah, it's really beautiful to be here. So I'm just going to give you a glimpse of it right now for those of you who are saying, what is she talking about, Mauna Kea? You know, Mauna Kea is the highest mountain in the world.